Hi guys, many years ago I felt my first crystal in my hand, and funnily enough I was a healer. I'd just begun my healing work. It was really interesting. Spirits in the room. Things are moving. Okay, so it must be a good video. So many years ago I started practicing the art of healing. It's called pure energy healing. I started to learn about a certain vibration that was around us, which we call the universal healing energy. It's beautiful, and it's there for anybody to grab, to take, because it's within Mother Nature. It's in a soil. It's in the air that we breathe. That's why when we go for a walk in Mother Nature, we're healed. So I'm working away in my little room in Mijas Pueblo, and I was being given little gifts all the time from people, because for the first 2 to 3 years I was doing it free of charge. So people were coming to me all the time with little gifts as a thank you. And one such wonderful day, a lady gifted me a crystal. And I used to put it in my pocket. I didn't want to throw it away. It was nice, but I didn't even know why I had the crystal, because I wasn't into crystals really. I didn't really know that much about them, but it was kind of her to give me, and it kind of felt weird because it was in my pocket everywhere I was going. And I found myself holding it while I was talking to clients and friends. Weird, really weird. Now I look back and see why it makes sense, obviously. And I was a pretty happy guy at that moment, because I was so immersed in the energy of this new world that I'd never seen before. It was always there, but I never took notice of it. So as I'm doing the healing work, which is to do with helping people on a physical level, emotional level, trying to give them answers to things that they just don't know how, or how to move forward. And so these answers were being given, and there was nobody more surprised than me. And when people were coming back to me saying, "Oh my God, you've no idea what you said has changed my life," and I'm going, "Why? What did I say?" So I realized that there was a lot coming out of my mouth that I didn't even realize I was saying. And to most people that would sound really scary or evil, but actually this universal flow, which we call the healing energy, is filled with love, compassion, and guidance. There was a day I sat talking to a lady, and her little daughter was playing, and for some reason I took the crystal out as we were chatting about one thing or another, and I laid the crystal down on a table. No sooner than that, the little girl saw the crystal and flew around and picked it up. She wouldn't let go of it, and I was smiling, and actually to a degree I was happy that she took it. And actually I didn't even say anything, it was for her. It was simple as that. I was happy for her to have it. I didn't feel like, sad that I'd got rid of the crystal. It just felt right that this crystal's for her, for sure. You can see she's not letting it go. A few weeks went by, and her mother called me and said, "You're not going to believe this." And basically what happened in that conversation was to change my life and my understanding about the power of crystals. And from that moment on, I set off on an exploration on a scientific basis of, do crystals really work? And how do they work? And what do they do? 16 years on, I'm sat here now, filled with crystals all over the room. Thousands of crystals that I've worked with. Thousands of crystals that have worked on my clients. Thousands of crystals that I've gifted. And I've learned a valuable lesson about crystals. And I try and share that lesson with everybody, every day. And that is, a crystal holds an energy. a vibration which is so perfectly beautiful to its own energy, whether that's shape, size, colour, and where it's dug. It holds a unique energy just like you do. There's nobody who vibrates in this world like you. Nobody. Your vibration is absolutely necessary for this world, because you hold something within you and around you and within your spirit that contributes to this world. Whether you know that or not doesn't make any difference to me. I know it is. And the secret is to find out what there is. And that's why we say, why am I here and what is my purpose? And the only person who can find that purpose for you is you. So I realized that, okay, so I was starting the work and I'd take this crystal and then I'd take this crystal. Both dug from the same place, both cut pretty similar, both similar size. Yet, as I was working with the crystals, they felt different. So then I realized, on my own understanding, without reading other books, that every crystal has its own energy. And now you'll say, but what if it comes from the same crystal? Once a crystal has been cut, it has its own uniqueness. So I'm working with this crystal, laying it in this person's hand, and then putting this crystal into my next client's hand, and they're coming out with different stories, telling me different feelings, saying how it helped, and what it did, and what they were feeling. So I soon realized that each crystal has a different energy. From that moment on, I started working with crystals, and purely by accident, the crystal that I worked on originally, that the little girl picked up, something happened that made me totally understand the power of what I'm about to share with you. Within the space of time that that crystal was gifted to me, till the moment the little girl picked that crystal up, I had no idea. I'm even in awe of that moment. And in fact, if it wasn't for that moment, I would have never the penny would never have dropped. But prior to this little girl picking this crystal up, guess what happened with that crystal? And guess how many people came for a healing session and a psychic reading? Predominantly, those people came because they were suffering with lack of sleep, nightmares, night terrors, fears, and guess what else? They were coming because their partners were hurting them, bullying them. There were people coming to me because of work mates which were causing grief to them and bullying them. When the phone rang and I picked it up, and it was this mother who was telling me about her daughter, this is how it went. Mark, you have no idea what's just happened. And I said, okay. She said, you gifted my little girl a crystal. I went, yeah, and I was happy to. She said, well, please listen. From that night, my daughter had a full night's sleep right the way through. I went, oh, that's great. She says, but you don't know something, Mark, and I've never told you this. For a long time, my daughter has been waking up at a certain time in the night screaming of night terrors. From the moment she got that crystal on the table from you, she has not had another single night terror. She sleeps through the night with that crystal by her side, and she will not let it go. And one other thing, she is now enjoying school, because prior to that she was being bullied by certain children, and the bullying has stopped. I put the phone down and I contemplated on this, and I put the pieces together. It makes complete sense that the clients who were coming to me for this particular healing of night terrors of being bullied by partners, work colleagues. I was giving them healing to heal from that pain and suffering. The pain and suffering from the night terrors, I was giving them healing, whether it was their heart or their head, and I was working with this little crystal in my hand. And thus, today, I swear with my hand on my heart, there has never been a day since then that I haven't worked on a crystal and placed that very same energy of whatever needed to be placed into the crystal. So we call them now pure energy healing crystals. You place the memory into the crystal of the energy that is pulled through into you and into your hand, into the crystal. It is exactly the same method as what I did without even realizing I was doing it when I was working on my clients to then gift the crystal to the little girl. Now that, my friends, is truth. And that only goes to show that a crystal holds memory. So today, I ask you to contemplate, think about it wisely. Don't rush into it, but think about it. And the next video I'm going to make is how we can make a pure energy healing crystal in a certain way. That's what we'll do next. I hope you enjoyed this little video. It is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but my truth. I kind of think to myself when I look back, everything was placed in front of me to see without being told. And I would say to you guys, I believe you're being told every day how to heal and how to make a difference in your life and what to do. It's just opening your eyes to that universal flow that is always around you. It is magic. It is divine. It is powerful. And once you embrace it and let go of the thoughts that the only thing in life is eating, drinking, sleeping, and working, and you step out of that energy and awaken your senses to the possibility that anything can be a message. I just need to look for it, because the other world is always whispering to you. They love you and care for you as I love and care for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and get ready for the next video. It's going to be on Mark Bajerski Crystals channel, and I'm just about to make it. And we're going to go into a few crystals, and I'm going to show you how to make the most powerful crystal in the world. Bye for now, guys. And thank you so much for going to my website and buying your genuine, pure energy healing crystal worked on by myself. Thank you so much. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This beautiful crystal is now about to be raffled, so I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. So thank you so much, everybody. You know who you are. Some of you didn't want to be mentioned, but you know who you are. Thank you for contributing to this raffle and making a difference to the world. It's called Gift It Forward. Thank you so much. We are making a difference. Take care, guys. See you soon.